Namaskar. Today we'll study fungal cell membrane. So we can see a fungal cell here. The cytoplasm is surrounded by the cell membrane, and the cell membrane is surrounded by the cell wall, which consists of your mannoprotein, beta glucan, and chitin. So the cell membrane, if we see again, the cell membrane is a bilayer of phospholipid, but the difference is it contains another essential component called ergosterol. So ergosterol is the essential component of fungal cell membrane. So this ergosterol is synthesized from squalene, and again squalene is synthesized from acetyl coenzyme A. And there is in the cell membrane there is beta 1,3 glucan synthase, which is required for synthesis of your beta 1,3 glucan. So ergosterol is the essential component, and any drug which targets the fungal cell membrane has to inhibit the synthesis of ergosterol. And we have drugs. First, let us see how ergosterol is biosynthesized. So acetyl coenzyme is converted to mevalonate, then farnesyl pyrophosphate. By squalene synthase, we have squalene. So squalene is one important. Then squalene by squalene epoxidase is converted to squalene epoxide. Then by the action of lanosterol synthase, it is producing lanosterol. Then there will be demethylation by lanosterol C14 demethylase, followed by sterol C14 reductase. Then it will produce your zymosterol, ficosterol, episterol, and finally we get ergosterol. So there are drugs which can inhibit this squalene epoxidase is inhibited by your allyl amines like torbinafine. Torbinafine inhibits squalene epoxidase. Then lanosterol C14 demethylase is inhibited by azoles, and then this ergosterol, some drugs are there which can bind directly to this ergosterol and cause membrane dysfunction, that is and drugs, antibiotics like amphotericin B, nystatin. So these three group of drugs are there which can act against the fungal cell membrane. So let us see. So there are drugs which inhibit cell membrane function by binding to ergosterol. They form the pores and the membrane function is disturbed. So the drugs are amphotericin B and nystatin. Then some drugs are there which inhibit squalene epoxidase. So squalene gets accumulated, and because of that squalene gets accumulated. When squalene epoxidase is inhibited, squalene gets accumulated, and this squalene is toxic to the fungus. So in this way these drugs act. These drugs are allyl amines like torbinafine, butenafine, naftifine. Then so they can also inhibit ergosterol biosynthesis, but the mechanism is mainly they cause toxicity due to accumulation of squalene. Then certain drugs are there which inhibit your lanosterol C14 demethylase, so that there is inhibition of ergosterol biosynthesis. And these drugs are called azoles, and it can be of two types, imidazoles and triazoles. Imidazoles and triazoles, these azoles can be used both topically as well as systemic. Topical imidazoles are miconazole, clotrimazole, and then systemic imidazoles are ketoconazole, and this ketoconazole can also be used topically. Okay, and some other topical imidazoles are your iconazole, butoconazole. Then triazoles, topical triazole is torconazole, and some systemic triazoles are there like fluconazole, the most common antifungal drug, voriconazole, itraconazole, all these are systemic triazoles. So this is all about the fungal cell membrane and the drugs acting on fungal cell membrane. Thank you.